Honorable Nkomo.
Thank you very much, Secretary General. Let me also recognize all protocols, our chairperson, members of the NMC, yourselves, members of the media who are making it possible for us to be heard from near and far. We are grateful for your patience. As the Secretary General has indicated, I would like to also just buttress the fact that the adoption process for Lumezi has been very tedious and complicated because of the number of candidates that have shown interest. And I must say that of the 14 candidates that were trimmed to 7, all of them are of very high quality in terms of persona. And this is why in the history of our party UPND, we found this as one very remarkable challenge in the process of adoption for this Lumezi by-elections. All that notwithstanding, I would like to say that the last 7 candidates, in no particular order, answer to the following names: Mr. Ezekiel Lucanda, Madam Deripa Chisulo, Mr. Malan Zimba, General Patrick Kimutonga, retired, Mr. Isaac Zulu, Mr. Lufeo Ngoma, and also Mr. Anderson Banda. I want to thank them, to begin with, for showing the interest and for making themselves available to be the flag carriers on this competition that is coming. A competition that we from the UPND want to pronounce ourselves very clearly that we are looking forward to a peaceful election process in Lumezi, an election that will be abiding by the Electoral Processes Act, and we are appealing upon all the players, starting with us, the politicians, those who are going to participate, the Electoral Commission of Zambia, who are the referees of this competition, the Zambia Police, who are the law enforcers, to each play their part. And we are very hopeful that we are going to go through this process of the election at the end of this month without incidents. On behalf of UPND, I would like to make a public statement that we are going to take the leadership to make sure that the elections are peaceful. At this juncture, allow me to say that I wish to give a hearty congratulations to one of the candidates who answers to the name of Lufeo Ngoma as the one who is going to be the representative on the ballot for the United Party for National Development in this assignment. Congratulations, Mr. Lufeo Ngoma. At this juncture, I also want to say to the other 6 candidates that better luck next time. This is how life goes. And I would now like to maybe...
At this point, I would like to apologize that I did not bring to the attention of the press conference the presence of a very important persona representing State House, and that is Honorable Levi Ngoma, who is present with us here. Is the eyes and the ears of State House. Honorable Ngoma, sir. Can you continue?
Thank you. At this juncture, Secretary General, Chairman of the party, members of the NMC, I am going to depart from my seat temporarily to allow the candidate to give an acceptance short speech, after which I'm going to ask him to depart the same seat so that each and every one of the candidates among the 6 are also going to say a word or 2. Mr. Ngoma, can you please come and take a seat here? And maybe before you speak, let me present to you the adoption certificate. I have signed, the Secretary General has signed, and this is the bona fide copy of the UPND adoption certificate that we are handing over to Mr. Ngoma. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
Better.
Thank you very much. May I write on the protocols already observed? I'm greatly humbled today to have been preferred. I'm not the best, to have been preferred as a candidate for a by-election in Lumezi. It's not about me, it's about the party, it's about the president. Our core is to make sure that we deliver the seat to the UPND. And of course, I must say, we are delivering the seats without any compromise. So I'm grateful to the management of the party. I'm grateful to the media that you've come to cover us. And so I've got very few ways that the seats belongs to UPND and we're going to deliver. Thank you very much. I'm greatly humbled.
Thank you, Mr. Ngoma.
I get it?
Yes, you can get your certificate. Mr. Anderson, please come.
Yeah, thank you very much. Allow me to recognize the presence of our national chairman, Mr. Mahoma, the Secretary General, our chairperson in mobilization, Honorable Masevo, our political advisor, our national youth chairman, our provincial chairman for Eastern, who is also our provincial minister, and all the party members. Also, in a special way, allow me to recognize my fellow candidates who were on the list to be picked as representative of the party for Lumezi by-election. Colleagues, comrades, I recognize you. In a special way, allow me to recognize the media, who are our all-weather friends. To me, as Anderson Banda, who happens to be a born and bred son of UPND party, and also I participated on the race to be one of the person to be picked. Now that the party has made a decision, to me is to respect the decision of the party, because I believe and trust that the party is bigger than all of us. Our agenda is to make UPND a strong party in all corners of this country. Looking at what the government and the president is doing for this Zambia we belong to, we need to support the vision of the UPND, even in the choices of the party. Because the people of Zambia did not vote for the government, they voted for the party, and the party formed the government. Meaning that whatever the party decides must be supported with the support that it deserves. Even in this time of the by-election, ours is to support the party. I want to appeal to our supporters, people who believed into me, you know, in and out. I think God is time with the best. There's always today and tomorrow. And you don't force things. You never know what God is speaking. So, I want to urge everyone to come on board, get on the ground, and deliver Lumezi to the party. Yes. In my preamble, I said we went on the ground in Lumezi, 90% to see to it that UPND is stronger and get the seat at all costs, whatever it takes. Even from here, our tires are rolling to Lumezi. So, Comrade Rufeo, you are just a tool that we are going to use.
Yes.
And you are not alone.
Yes.
We are with you.
Yes.
Because we belong to one party.
Yes.
All what I can say is that we want to see peace there, issue-based campaigns. We don't want divisive campaigns. This message goes to the opposition because we want the unity that we are enjoying now to continue. Now that we are sliding into the general elections 2026, we want to see civility, peace, and coexistence because we are a democratic country. So to me, the privilege that I was given to be subjected to sell myself and expose myself is a gain to me. I've not lost anything. I've gained because I've exposed myself. So with these few remarks, I would say thank you very much to the party hierarchy for the support, and also I want to say that we will not let you down. In our thank you.
Thank you. I'm now inviting another candidate, Mr. Malan Zimba, to come and address the press conference.
Thank you very much, Honorable Garen Kombo. May I just ride on the protocols that have already been observed. As you are aware, my full name is Malan Zimba. I was one of the aspiring candidates for Lumezi under the UPND. I want to say thank you to the party leadership. It hasn't been an easy journey. The process starts from the wards up to here, and now they've made a decision that Honorable Faye Ngoma should be a preferred candidate for the party. Us, we are just vessels within the party, and it's very important to understand that if it's not me, that does not mean the party is not in Lumezi. Our main goal in Lumezi is to win the seat for the president, is to win for the seat for our party, UPND. I think that's a major goal that we want to achieve in Lumezi. Lumezi being my town, being my home, I believe under the leadership of His Excellency President Hakainde Hichilema, we will do right to vote UPND in the coming by-election. I would want to call upon the ward officials in all the 11 wards of Lumezi. I call upon the constituents and the district officials, even my relatives across Lumezi district, to vote UPND. Why am I saying so? This fellow here, seated here, is born and bred in UPND, and my blood is red, and I will never change to go to any political party. So we can only support a vision that can bring this country to where it is today. Let's not forget the problems that we are passing through, that in the bus stations we couldn't ride on the bus because we are wearing a red t-shirt. In the markets we are being beaten. And we didn't have the freedom in terms of government social goods. We were not able to get, but under the leadership of His Excellency, the President Hakainde Hichilema, we are free Zambians now. We can speak, we can walk, we can do anything. So Lumezi, it's time now that we should stop voting for independent candidates. That's why we have lagged behind as a constituency and as a district. This time, let's make a right choice by voting UPND. To my team that traversed the constituency of Lumezi, I know we had high expectations, and I would just want to call upon you. You had this vision that we might take this day, but because it has come to this, let us all target our energies towards the candidate that has been chosen by the party.
Amen.
fellow candidates and the candidate that has been chosen, you have my full support. The very support that I had shown during this time, it will be the same support that we will have to give you so that we win this seat for the president. I say thank you.
Ezekiel.
Thank you.
Good morning, all. All protocols observed. We have come to the final day of the decision of who is going to represent UPND in Lumezi. My colleague Lufeyo Ngoma, congratulations. We are cognizant of the fact that we can't all be on the ballot under UPND, and there can only be one candidate. And as such, we are all going to allow the candidate to campaign freely, and we are going to be the bearers of his message, of the UPND message, of the president's message. We will go flat out and we will campaign for UPND. Lumezi in the past 10 years has been in opposition, even as we speak. We need to change the narrative. Eastern Province is growing bigger for UPND, and we want to make it even more bigger this time around. We are going to go flat out and do it for UPND. To all our followers that were behind Ezekiel Lucanda from the time that we started these campaigns, it is my humble request to everybody else that the party has made a decision. I am following that decision with due respect, and I would like to advise everybody else that was behind me to follow what the party has done, and we go flat out. This time around, it is not for Ezekiel Lucanda. It is for UPND, and is for President Hakainde Hichilema to continue to develop the whole country and to continue to unite the whole country, and unity starts from here. To my fellow candidates that participated, not all is lost. Each one of us has a destiny. We start the race together, and sometimes at different times. We would never reach the end goal at the same time. We will all get there at different times and in different forms. I want to advise all of us that it is not how you fall that makes you stronger. It is how you get up from that fall. Can we get on our feet and make sure that we deliver Lumezi? We are not doing it for an individual. We are doing it for the party and for the country. I thank you.
General Mtonga, thank you very much.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. May I ride on the... It's too morning. Sorry, it's too morning. May I ride on the protocols already observed? As alluded to, I want to give a special thanks to my colleague who has been picked as a flag carrier for Lumezi. The message has already been explained to. We went into the race with the view to grow the party. We went into the race with the view to grow the party. Lumezi has been under opposition, in some cases independent candidate MPs, which has adversely affected the development of that area. With the coming of the current government, we hope this is an opportunity for development. To my supporters, I want to make it very, very clear, we went in to support the party, we went in to support the president. Having missed this opportunity, it's not the end. I urge all of you, let us support the candidate that has been given to us. The aim was to be part and parcel of the development agenda that the government or the UPND government is pursuing. So this should not stop us. I want to repeat, all my supporters, let's join hands to support the candidate that has been given to us. To my colleagues, the aspiring candidates, those that have not been picked, it has already been said, this is not the end. Let's join hands, let's support. If really your aim was to support the party, this should not stop you. It means you had gone in for a wrong motive. So let us join hands and move forward. To Honorable Rufeo Ngoma, you are aware I've been a committed member of UPND, and who continue doing the same, who apply the same zeal, spirit, and will be promoting the same unit. It's not all about you, it's about the party, it's about the president. In less than a year, we are going in. So you as a candidate, you must bear that in mind. So we'll be supporting, one will be supporting you to win the by-election, we will be supporting the party in readiness for the 2026 general election. Our colleagues, the opposition, we want to ask you, let's play by the rules of the game. Sometimes you intend to be very provocative, but we want to advise you. Okay? Many days are for the thief, one day is for the owner. Yes. That's it. Tolerance must not be interpreted as a weakness. Yes. Tolerance must not be interpreted as a weakness. Let's go in, let's sell the ideas, let's be issue-based campaigns. I think for now, with those few words, I'm humbled to have had this chance to say what I've said. Once again, thanks very much.
Good morning, everyone. I ride on the protocols observed. My name's Isaac Zulu. For me, I'm very happy that in UPND there's democracy. You've seen the process, the way it started until the end. We are one as a family. And I must pledge my support to my colleague, Honorable Rufeo Ngoma. We've been with him for a long time on the ground. He's a brother. With all my followers, I pledge that we support the brother because we are one as a family. UPND comes first. And it is our role that we should produce an MP for Lumezi, especially that we've had a number of independent candidates in Lumezi. Today, the president needs rule of votes than anything else. So we need to put up a good fight for the opposition. I thank you all.
Good morning, the media and everybody present here. All protocols observed. Okay, for me as a woman that was running this race, I must say it's always hard for women, and this is why for me I think we should. I still support the constitutional amendment, which should at least support women because. Because if that is done, then at least we're going to have positions that will be there for women, and it will be easy for women to be adopted. Not only adopted, but it should be on merit. So for me, I think I gave my best to run for our party, and so that the party has adopted Zulfe Ngoma. We'll give him the support that he needs, and we need to ensure that we retain that seat in Lumezi as UPND. So we'll rally behind and we'll work together to ensure that we get that seat. Otherwise, thank you very much. I still urge the women to still come on board. We have general elections in 2026. Let us come on board. I know that we'll still be given that chance come 2026. We need the women to come on board. Thank you so much.
The supporters.
What are you saying to your supporters? I need your supporters. To my supporters in Lumezi, I think let's rally behind Lucanda Ngoma because he will work with the president, and then our president, His Excellency Mr. Sakai Ndechelama, has got deliberate policies to bring development into Lumezi. So if we give him the support and we vote for him, and he represents us as our member of parliament for Lumezi, certainly we'll see that there'll be improvement, even if the time frame is short. But I believe that in the next 1 year or 9 months, we should be able to do something, and he should be able to do something as our MP, together working with the president. So let's rally behind and let us give him that support and that vote that he needs. Thank you so much.
That's it. I think we've been here for a long time, and I'd like to thank you, the media, as I hand over to the Secretary General, but to maybe just allow 1 or 2 questions for any one of us to answer.
My name is Thomas Mwale from SunFM TV. My question is to you, Honorable Garin Kombo, in relation to the announcement that has been made, and it comes at a time that the country is very much focused on debating the proposed constitutional amendment. As a party, from some section of society, it was seen as a way of seeing where you stand in relation to whether you are speaking to what you are proposing in relation to picking more women or youths or persons with disabilities to vie for such position. I want to get your comment, especially on the end of others that might feel you are swaying away with what you are proposing, as you have not picked either a woman or a youth or a person with disability. Thank you.
Alfonso is my name. I present 5FM Radio. My question is, I've seen the candidate that you have picked being a physically challenged individual. Sorry to use this word, my apologies if I'm being discriminatory on that. I just want to find, is it a deliberate move just to woo Zambians to think of that you are doing what you are proposing in the amendment bill? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Starting with yourself, colleague, I think Zelipa did well in her submission on the issue of women. She did extremely well, and I think she answered your question in her submission, and I would not like to dilute what she said. What she said was that she supports the amendments of the Constitution precisely for the very reason that you asked. And this includes the youths, it includes the people living with physical and other disabilities. As I come to you, sir, again, the issue of Mr. Lucanda Ngoma is a personal matter to begin with. It should be understood as such. But I have the authority from him to explain to you that his seeming physical challenge is a simple temporary setback. He fractured an ankle, but he's okay. And if you want, I've been coerced to say things that ordinarily I shouldn't be saying. Mr. Lufeo Ngoma was injured in the Zimba by-election by the opponents. And from the report of the police, it is a Patriotic Front Party that caused those injuries, but he's on the mend. He's okay. He will be able to run the campaign. One more question? I suppose we are done. Silence is a sign of consent. Let me hand over to the SG as I also give my final gratitude to all of you for coming. This is really, really nice. I think it's putting our country back into elections mode. I've never seen so many people from the media before for just one by-election. Thank you. Continue that spirit.
Thank you very much. It's been a wonderful day. We waited for too long. Again, I'd like to thank you. The response has been wonderful from the press. You have heard the process. At the part, we are ready. We want to see to it that the process as it goes in Lumezi, UPND will come victorious. I would also like to state that UPND is going in strong in Eastern Province. Because of what we did for the people of Eastern Province, we delivered in many ways other than what is provided for in the CDF. So, since we have been too long, I would also like my chairman, Honorable Collins Maoma, to say a few words as we are winding up. Mr. Maoma.
Thank you very much, and may I just say all protocols observed. As you have already observed as a media, that UPND always want to use democracy as a cornerstone, as you have seen how we have conducted the adoption. As UPND and through the president of this country, this is the message that we have always been preaching, that we want to demonstrate to this country that this country, in terms of democracy, we thrive. Henceforth, as we go into the campaign, the message is very clear. We want all opposition, all participating parties, including ourselves, because this is what we always talk about, to observe the rule of law. Let us observe the electoral process so that even as we campaign, we allow the people of Lumezi to make an independent decision on who should represent them. That is the message which is coming from the president. That is the message that is coming from the party. And us as UPND, we will definitely go that route. I would like to thank the team that have conducted the interviews, and to you, the candidate who has been picked. Please, we are going to work hard, and you carry the day, but represent the party, the president, as outlined in our manifesto. For you, the other candidates who have not been picked, I'd like to thank you so much because you have given yourself to support your party, and that is how it should be. Thank you so much, colleagues, and we wish you, the winning candidate, who is Lufeo Ngoma, the best. Will support you. Thank you.
Friends, this is where we have to end today's press conference, and again, the upstanding for the national anthem. Then we close with a prayer. We'll be led by Mr. Chilesha again. Can we stand for the national anthem?